today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The numbers a week ago for Kupp, he was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Stafford. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford connecting with Kupp here on the out route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Partner, he just surpassed 60,000 career passing yards. I remember when you and I were there when he hit 50, now 60. Where does this stop?
I don't know where it stops, but how did we even calculate this one, right? Long division? New math? Using abacus?
I trusted you. You're smarter than I am.
My calculator shorted out on this one. 60.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Eagles in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle to Smith.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Back to throw again. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Now back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Now Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible. But we watched it happen.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll run on first down. Mobley.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Stafford. Forced out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's a give up the middle. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On second down, Mobley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. This one, now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Mobley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
They'll find a man over the middle. Tutu Atwell.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a play fake it at Stafford. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Two minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Atwell. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
3rd and long. It's Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And out now come the Eagles. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Come on. Hey,
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 2. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A.J. Brown, 39 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. 2-2 Atwell and company get back onto the field for their next drive.
He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
Off of play action, here's Stafford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Yeah, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Daniel Jones leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And that game level as they take on the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional, but that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 21. Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 27, Stafford.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Mobley, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mobley.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Well, another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Mobley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Now Stafford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Flush to his right.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
He'll look to throw.
Here's a screen with Gainwell.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give running right is Gainwell.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a throw here, hauled in. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now Stafford. That's complete to Robinson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the 50, Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
From the 45 on second down. Stafford over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. The throw taken in by Sims.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. Open man here, Sims complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Finding Williams on the check down. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Again, a run with Gainwell.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll run here with Gainwell.
A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Gainwell.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.